This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
We are joined again by Bhavna Srivastava, joining us today live here as a coach from BH Wellness Group. She is a golden light, and she has been for many years now as a spiritual guru, philanthropist, lifestyle transformational coach, speaker, mentor, Reiki grandmaster, trainer, best-selling author. She wears many hats, Bhavna, but the first and foremost, the best part about her is that she's just an amazing, sweet person to talk to, and that says a lot. And she's here helping so many and saving so many in so many different ways. So welcome back to the show today. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Thank you, Joe. It's always great to be back here and talking with you. Thank you.
Same here. You do a lot to help so many. You were gifted with this amazing gift back in, was it 2012?
That's right.
And
2012,
and just
21st December.
and explain to us what happened and what's your purpose here. And then we'll get to today's conversation to dive in more into our spiritual side.
Thank you. So 2012, earlier that year in May, I was chosen by the universe, God, divine, to be the golden light. And they took me through a process for the entire year and giving me some divine gifts on that. And 2012, December 21st at 11:30 p.m., 275 people witnessed me in Westboro, Massachusetts to be the golden light. So it's been a journey since then. And the golden light is all about unconditional love, peace, and protection. So helping people to be more loving, and understanding what love is, because the entire universe wants us to be loving. They know that Earth is a powerful place and there's so many powerful beings who live here. So they're just trying to teach and tell people to wake up, be aware. You can live in peace. You can live in love. You can, be like that. Don't have to be angry. Don't trying to be hurt each other. So I'm just here. I always say I am here doing God's work, and let those energies flow through me to help anybody who comes in that and connects with me, listens to me, talks to me. So I always tell God, as like, fill me up with as much love as possible so that anybody I talk to, I create those ripples of love and peace into them.
Beautifully said. Thank you so much for that. So, for today, we're going to dive into the other side a little more. What did you want to discuss?
I wanted to talk about energy,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to talk about angels and archangels and what is all that, you know?
Perfect.
And because it is something, a topic where people don't want to go there, and I
Mm-hmm.
always go there. And I not just go there, I want to educate people on that,
Yeah.
because when I came into this country, I was not aware of all those things. Sometimes it is taken as, it's a religious practice, so don't go there. It's not your religion. But I always, when I learned about it, because the angels, as I became the golden light, they started to connect with me. My journey after my near death experience, they started to connect with me and explain to me. But coming back to energy, understanding first what is energy. Energy is everywhere, just like air, just like oxygen we breathe
Mm-hmm.
in. So it is something which is just flowing. If you do like this, you feel the air, right? And you go faster, you feel more,
Yep.
right? And now how you feel inside of you, that's emotions, that's thoughts. Thoughts are a reaction to your emotion. But how your body feels, can you get up in the morning? Can you go to work? Do you feel like it? All of that is considered the energy which is flowing in your body. So
Wow.
if you are positive,
Mm-hmm.
you wake up and you are like, yes, I'm going to do this and that. And you have that. That is the energy.
Ah,
And we call it like lack of energy, positive energy, and negative energy.
yeah.
When people are demotivated, they are sad, they are
Yeah.
not able to do things, their energy levels are low, right? So that is understanding energy is not good and bad. It is both. It is where you are in your life, in what circumstance, which you're going through, you attract that. Okay. It's just like a magnet. You become a magnet of attracting good or bad, right? And so if you've gone through something trauma, you are in pain, you're going to be attracting people who are in pain all the time. So your circle becomes with people like that. And anybody who's positive, you'll try to pull them down because you're not comfortable, right? They trigger you. Similarly, when there are people who are very happy and positive, and their circle is going to be people like that. And now, anybody who is negative who comes in, they're going to keep pulling them down and be triggered by that person. Now, this person who's positive will not be triggered a little bit, you know, they'll feel that, they'll feel uncomfortable, they'll feel restless. So, this is what the energy makes you feel. So, just being aware of, okay, I'm feeling like this, and this person irritates me, that means either you are negative or they are negative. Now, connect with yourself and shift yourself if you're feeling negative to be positive. Okay. And so, there's three things you can do to be that. I always love to leave so that people can, so if everybody is watching and listening, take out your pens and write it down because when you write compared to when you're typing on your phone, you're using your one finger when you type.
Okay.
So every finger has chakras, you know, and
Yeah.
chakras create those energies in us. So when you type, you're typing with one finger, you're only using one chakra.
Okay.
Whereas when you write with a pencil or a pen, you're holding and see, now you've got all five fingers, you've got five chakras, which are connected with five chakras in your body.
Ooh.
It activates, and that thought stays more inside of you. Okay. So you use your pen, everybody, and write down three things. What can you do to elevate and shift into being positive? First,
Ooh.
first one is just laugh. Start with a smile and then force a laughter. You've heard about you laughter yoga and all of that. But sometimes we don't have time to do all of that. But just like if you're feeling angry, upset, just I'm gonna
Okay.
force myself to just smile.
Okay.
And sometimes people are not able to do it. And I've seen a lot of people who do fake smiles.
Yep.
That's a start.
Yeah.
But start to push, like, okay, I'm gonna laugh. you know, and then automatically, and how do you do it? By standing in front of a mirror and then do it. Because then you'll look weird and you'll actually end up laughing because you're laughing at yourself, right? So that's the first one.
Okay.
So that will shift you from being very negative, feeling like that, energetically low, to shifting your energy and your mood immediately. Second one is try to help somebody,
Okay.
and if you don't have anybody, so think that I'm going to help myself. I am that other person who today needs help. And count that in as I'm helping myself. And people don't realize that. And it's not selfish because you can only help others if you help yourself,
Okay.
right? So say I'm going to help myself and I'm going to do this for myself. And whatever it is, you do something good for yourself, which will make you happy. But when I say something good, it has to be good, not bad, not negative, right? It could be I'm going to eat something as simple as, oh, I love this pasta dish from this restaurant, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to treat myself and I'm going to eat that. Okay, so going to that restaurant, ordering, and then every bite you have, you sit and enjoy and go, this is good. And complimenting the waiter, the chef, you know, if you have if you have more money, you can leave a tip. So
Yep.
that makes you feel good about what you love doing, and that's changed your, energy and how you feel. And you've helped somebody by giving them a tip and you've appreciated the cook. So now just doing that, you've helped three people. One is you, one is the waiter, one is the chef. Okay.
Yep.
And that shifts you to be in a happier mood so that now, actually, when you see somebody I always like to do eat a little bit, not eat the whole thing and take the rest.
Yes.
And then my goal with that is if I meet somebody, at the light or something, I will share that meal with that person.
Wow.
Okay. So think about what can you do? And I've always been able to do that. Anytime I've had that extra meal, I've always, whenever I put that intention, I want to give this to somebody. I would have at the red light somebody with a sign saying hungry. I was like, would you like this? If they say yes, I would take it and give it to them. I don't just give it to them, here you go, because you don't know if they like it or not like it, right?
Yeah.
Just because they are standing there doesn't mean, right? So I always ask them, would you like this? And then you have shown that compassion is important, you
Yeah.
know, whether, whatever kind of person that person is, you have to show compassion, right? So that's the second part. The third part is be compassionate, be loving. Okay. And sometimes it's hard when we have low energy, we don't know. I always then just go out in the nature and stand in front of a tree and hug a
Uh-huh.
tree. And don't be conscious about, a lot of people are like, Bhavna, I used to do at my retreats is take people and have them hug trees. And a lot of people would just stand there like, Bhavna, they'll just go stand in front of the tree and not hug. I was like, come on, put your arms around it.
Yep.
And they were like very conscious, like, no, we've never done this. This is so weird. I was like, just try it, you know? And you will feel and you will see that energy and exchange from the tree happen.
Wow.
And they will fill you up, you know? So then you just thank the tree again, bring that compassion out from you and that kindness from you for that tree, because that tree is also living. And that's why it's growing, leaves, flowers, and fruits. So just be kind and just say thank you after that, and then walk back. And say if you are in New York, there's no trees
Yeah.
in the main center. If you don't have that, then just go out and stand in the sunlight. Okay. So those are the three things. Start with that. Like I've got a big list, but when people come to me, I start with what can you do to shift immediately, energetically from
Yep.
low energy to high energy and positive energy. And so that's very important to come back into positive. So you not only do good for others, but before you do good for others, do good for yourself.
Yep. Got to put the oxygen mask on ourselves first, as they always say,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. Because otherwise you will get empty very soon and very
Yeah.
fast, and then there are a lot of people who are givers, they're empty inside because they've been just giving, doing for others, but they never wait to stop to do for yourself. And I
Yeah.
love working with those people because when they come to me and I tell them, and they're like, Bhavna, we've given so much. I'm so empty and exhausted. I don't,
Yeah.
cannot give. Now people irritate me, you know, and that's because they haven't met anybody who could give to them, or they haven't been in that state where they would open up for receiving. So I work
Yeah.
with people, and when I refill them up, they feel so happy. They're like this lady who came and she's like, thank you. And most of the healers are like that. So when I work
Yeah.
and I help them out, they feel so much better because now they're ready to go out and help more. Or there could be massage therapists, or they could be acupuncturist or a chiropractor. Like they're like giver, nonstop throughout the day helping people, you
Got
know?
it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I apologize for my sniffles. I must blow my nose. Let's continue the conversation. I know we're also going to talk a little about angels, archangels as well, and continue with the energy conversation. If you are just tuning in, obviously, just want to remind you we're here with the Golden Light. It's BH Wellness Group. And of course, Bhavna is joining us here, and she's gifted in spirit, and she's guiding so many. So let's continue.
Yeah. So as we talked about the energies, good and bad, we've got these energies. I go to the next level of angels who are basically, beings from another. not the earth, but they are beings who are light beings, which means energetically, they don't have the body, the physical body, but they are in the light form and they come to guide us in our lives, you know? And so, angel could be anybody. One could be somebody in your life who loved you, passed away, and they were very nice and they became an angel. So, not everybody is chosen by God to be an angel. You will feel people, uh, who were here givers, and then they go on the other side and they want to come and help their loved ones. So they come and be the light. You will feel their presence around you when you're doing something, So that's one. The second one is, and a light, you know, they come in the form and they are there to guide you in good and bad times. What do I do? What do I not do? So when you are stuck in that part, like just like a coach, when you don't know what to do, you come to a coach and the coach guides you and takes you to your next level. But now the coach has a body so you can see, right? An angel doesn't have that body. It is in the light being, they would come and they would support you. So archangels is a hierarchy, a next level, or a leader of all the angels. So there's different archangels. I call it just like we have departments, right? You have an organization, you have departments. Similarly, we have angels in every department. So people don't understand. People will immediately go to Archangel Michael, can you do this for me? And can you do this for me? Now, he could be just, I take care of people, I protect you. And now, if you're writing your thesis, Archangel Michael, can you help me write my thesis? And so this person came to me and she's like, I keep calling on Archangel and he doesn't do it. He doesn't help me and I'm having such a hard time. And I said, who are you calling? So she said, I call in Archangel Michael. I said, that's the wrong Archangel. So people are not aware of different archangels there are. There's a department for everything, just like here, there too, right? So say like in the past, in history, so we had Thomas Edison who did, light, right? Electricity. So he would meditate, he was a spiritual person, and he would receive guidance, right? So the guidance would be the angels, archangels coming through and helping him. If you put this wire and this wire together, this would help, and this energy should be this way, this should be this way. So if you actually go back in time, all these powerful people who've done some amazing inventions, they have actually always had a practice to do meditation or just think. Thinking is meditation. Thinking is nothing but meditation, right? What do I need to do next? How can I do this? So closing your eyes and just sitting, right? So that's where if you are doing more of that, you connect with them, right? Now, again, we talked about energy. There's like good and bad, both. So there are angels who are negative. There are angels who are positive. So always ask. That's why I wanted to talk about this. Always ask, are you positive angel? Are you negative angel? Okay. And they will tell you because that is their duty.
Oh my God.
The negative will actually say, I'm negative. And the positive will come and say, I'm positive. Or you'll feel the light immediately and you'll just smile. So know that there's a positive angel. But immediately the negative will say, I'm negative because they want the authority, they have the ego too, right? They will immediately say, I'm negative, or you'll feel irritated. Okay. So the reason why I wanted to teach people is knowingly, unknowingly, you might be connecting to those two different energies, So be aware what you are connecting with and shift from negative to positive. It's important.
Wow. It's fascinating to know that these guides and these angels are around. How do we talk to them if we've never have? How do you call them into our space?
They're always around. Every soul, when it is born, one angel is connected and who is your guide since the birth of you and since
Wow.
inception, you know, comes in and is connected with you and is always around you. So that's why you will see. So if you were driving your car, another car was going fast, you might just like immediately, you didn't press the brakes, somehow the car got slow,
Wow.
and that's because the angel was there and that angel pushed the brake, not you. So you didn't see anything and you just went like, I don't know how my car just slowed down. Thank God it did, because otherwise I would have been that, in an accident.
Oh my goodness.
So many things in life happen which we don't pay attention to, but we were like, oh my God, if I was there, I could have had or gotten hurt,
Yeah.
you know, or if just one, it's because they are there with you all the time. It's just that we get so busy in our lives, we don't take time to connect and we don't think about something which we don't see. And I'm bringing
True.
that awareness to feel. We've got those five senses. Use those to feel. There's something beyond which we can see. Like dogs and cats, they can see them, right? Sometimes if you have a dog or a cat, you will see them just looking at in the air, just looking and staring at something.
Oh
And
yeah.
some and then they will just roll around and like, oh, because now they're petting them. Or
Hmm.
if there's a negative energy, they will just stand up straight, sit up straight, and then bark and start barking at them, you know? So be aware of, we don't have that gift. They have that sixth sense, which gives them that gift to see. We don't have that. But we have the five senses. Be aware of that. Use them.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. And like right now, can you sense, do you know your angels like by name? And because since you're more connected, like how do you speak with them? Are
I
they right
always,
there now?
they're always around me.
Do you see my angels? Are they here?
Yes, I do. But what I do, I always tell people, don't give them a name. Why? Because say if you needed help with food, right? What dish should I make today? You know, and in your thinking, and the
Yeah.
angel will talk, make a burger or make rice today. Sometimes you think it is your mind thinking it,
Hmm.
but you just ask this question out loud, like, what dish should I make today? You know? And people call me weird and crazy, and I talk to them all the time. I was like, okay, what should we make today? I love it, which everybody's gonna love. What can I make? Which my body will love. And I'll hear, okay, open the fridge and take out that, go in the back, do this, take out that one, that vegetable, you know? And I'm like, okay. And when I end up making that, and my husband's been thinking of the same thing, and he
Hmm.
actually enjoy eating that because I didn't know, but the angel knew what everybody wanted it.
Oh my,
So now everybody in the home comes in. Oh, you made that. Oh, everybody is loving it. Like I must have made this cake. Friend came over, and out of nowhere, I haven't made cake in over a year now, right? So immediately out of nowhere, this cake box was in front of me, and I didn't even take it out. So things like that will happen. And I looked at it. I was like, huh, where did this come from? And I had not bought it. And I was like, okay, maybe I should just make it.
yep.
Okay. So this is how they work, that things will appear in front of you out of nowhere. They must be in the house, but if it was kept there, it was kept here, it just comes in front of you. And that is what I say is the presence of them. And they are there with every person. And I have a mastermind. I teach a class where, are you okay?
Yes. Trying. Sorry to cough. I should have hit the mute button. Go ahead.
No, 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 that's okay. Have a sip of water, please. So I have a mastermind where I teach people about archangels. I connect them to their archangels. And because they not only just bring things to you, they also help with their bodies, with your bodies, with your goals in life, your prosperity, all of that. Like I said, there's different departments. So there's an archangel who is the head of money. If you want money, how do I get money? This is
Mhm.
the archangel. Okay, I am very sick, man. I'm very unhealthy. There's an archangel for your body who will heal your body. And there's an archangel for the cells who will shift and change the cells in your body, you know, create new cells for you.
Wow.
And they sort of like come in. I've done it on people and I've asked them. I would just stand there holding the sacred space and I would say, this person needs this. This person needs a new, liver. Can you help? And I would see them sort of like performing a
Wow.
surgery and putting a new liver in there. And that person after the session is totally healthy and gone back. So um, in my mastermind, I call them and I go through 90 days that people go with me and I connect them to these 9 archangels who come in, like I said, different departments, food.
Yeah.
What food should I eat, which is good for my body? I want one with money. I want one with manifestation. So who can help me manifest my goals? One is for love, right? You want to have love or within yourself, and one is love with
Hmm.
your partner. So if you're searching for a partner, there's that archangel, right? So we have angels and then we have archangels. I connect with the archangels and angels too. And then I ask them to bring your team and they work with you. So it's intense, 90 days with me where all of them are working on you with different things. And it's amazing. It's like life transforming. And
Wow.
I will say to the point, like I used to go to airport and as I'm entering and I'm like, when I would do international travel and I'm like, okay, Archangel, who's coming to help me with my luggage?
Yeah.
And suddenly out of nowhere, a man would just come, ma'am, can I help you? And they would take the suitcases because sometimes when you're alone and suitcases are so heavy, it just throws off my back.
Yeah.
And he would appear from nowhere and take my suitcase and put it on the machine and now go back and do everything and give me the boarding passes. You're all set. And I'm like, thank you. And then I will thank them and I will take my bag and leave. And then I would turn around to see, and they're not there.
Wow.
So it's like things like that happen when you connect with them. It is totally. And I've had in my journey, personal life, it started off with them coming in and showing me themselves. They would come in any form. Like I would be driving and I would have a white bird sitting on the road. And I'm looking at the white bird and driving. And then as I'm looking, poof, just vanishes.
Wow.
And I'm like, and I would stop the car in the middle of the road and like, oh my God, what just happened here? And that is how they taught me themselves. And
No.
I learned they are non-denominational. They are not with religion. They are just there to help you, support you, guide you. You just have to know how to connect. And I do that all the time. But, come to me and let me connect you. It's just an extra support of
Beautiful.
life.
Oh, thank you so much for today's show. Amazing, enlightening. As always, I wouldn't expect anything less. We appreciate your time here today. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Tell us how we could reach out to you, please.
Yes. So again, take your pen
Yep.
and write my number,
Go ahead.
774-242-2112. That will
Beautiful.
get you my number registered or bhwellnessgroup.com.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day and thank you for enlightening us. Say hi to my angels. Hi, angels.
This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.